Yeah. So customers should be looking at their accounts receivable right now in terms of the probability of recovery, and some of the things that they can do to really dig into that to make sure that their receivables are healthy and that their clients are going to make it is to do a complete credit review with them again. Some companies they can export their data to Dun & Bradstreet or to Equifax or to some of the other regional commercial bureaus, and you can get you can have your accounts receivable scored. So that'll give you a number that you can look at, and you can see if there's some financial stress on companies that maybe didn't have that stress before, but the stress levels are starting to peak up a little bit. And what that will do is give you an opportunity to kind of zero in on where there could be some problem spots, and have a look at what your exposure is to that customer, and either scale the credit back, or work with that client to get their accounts AR down, or to put them on COD if you have to. So that's one thing. And earlier in the conversation, we talked about reaching out to your client and just having that conversation with them. Again, it's important to penetrate that inventory of accounts receivable and figure out who is in business and who isn't. In a lot of cases, some of these companies are going to be gone anyway. Like, I can't tell you the number of files we've been receiving over the last little bit where it just comes in, I rubber stamp it, dead on arrival because the client took too long. And that's a big problem. And it's not because that they were waiting on purpose in most cases, because the clients we work with are quite large. The reason for that is they just can't, when the pandemic hit, they let some of their AR people go. So their accounts receivable team is a bunch smaller, and now the people that are left just simply can't get through the inventory fast enough. So what a lot of companies have done is they've came to us looking for outsource opportunities where our staff will make the call on the client's behalf. It's like a white label thing. The customers will never know that it's us making the contact on behalf of the creditor, but we make those calls. We determine if the client's still in business or not, and then based on the conversations, we get a pretty good indicator of whether this company is doing the right things to stay in business, or if the financial stress is going to be too much and our client's looking at a potential write-off.